Hey everyone, Shaedow here, and welcome to another Marvel Contest of Champions video. So it's time to rank my blade to 5. There's a skill advancement going on and a level up event going on. So you guys can take a look real quick at what his stats look like before the ranking, and I will give you guys a look at it after I finish ranking him up. We're also going to have a little comparison. I took Blade in at rank 4 with and without suicides and fought Winter Soldier in Realm of Legends. And then I also ranked Blade up to 5. He still had his suicides on, and I took him into Realm of Legends against Winter Soldier as well. And I put about 7 Sig Stones into him. And we're going to kind of get an idea of how well he scales and how much better he did, because we know he did better obviously at rank 5. And so you guys can kind of see how his performance improved with the ranking. I will say this, from now on, every skill signature stone that I get is going to Blade. And there we have it, a maxed out 4-star Blade. And let me tell you, I really do like Blade. Now we're going to go ahead and take a look at his improved stats, and I'm not going to go into a lot of this. I'm just going to show you guys what they are, switch over to the percentages. If you guys want to compare it to his previous ones, you can just go ahead and take a look earlier on in the video. You can also take a look at my other videos of Blade where we take a look at him as a rank 4 as well. Alright, so as I said before, I pumped in 7 signature stones, and we'll take a look and see what that looks like. I don't have a comparison right now. Again, that's in my previous video where we were taking a look at Blade when he was rank 4. But after this, we're just going to go ahead and get into the gameplay and comparison. Alright, so I did my best in all 3 of these fights to fight in a very similar manner. The tactics were the same in all 3, basically spamming his L2, every once in a while hitting his L1. Now the one at the top is Blade rank 5 with suicides. The one in the lower left hand corner is Blade at rank 4 without suicides. And the one in the bottom right hand corner is Blade rank 4 with suicides. So you guys can kind of compare and see what their damage looks like. But one thing that I wanted to mention with Blade, you know, we sometimes compare our champions like with Gwenpool and, you know, Archangel with how many hits it took for them to take down an opponent. But with Blade, I don't know if that's a very fair comparison to make, because his special 2, which I spam a lot, is many different hits. So his hit count may be a little bit more inflated based on the style that you have chosen to use with him. So what I've also done, and at the end of each one of these videos, I mark the time, how long it took him to actually defeat Winter Soldier in all 3 of these cases. And I think that's probably a better comparison. I still think Gwenpool is going to be the far more damaging, same with Archangel. They rip Winter Soldier up very quickly. But Blade, his regen, he does decent damage and has regen. Compare him to Ghost Rider. I did a video previously with Ghost Rider. That fight took like 20 minutes, but I finished the fight with pretty much full health. So Ghost Rider, very safe, but very poor damage output. Now some of that was me not knowing how to play Ghost Rider that well, and he was also only a rank 4. I could have used his L1 a lot better and also finished with the light attack a lot more. But in any case, 20 minutes is a really long time to fight Winter Soldier with Ghost Rider. He's also more complicated to fight. Now, I didn't say he was extremely complex to fight with, but he's more complicated. In order to get the most out of his regen, you're going to have to put as many judgments on as possible. Then you have to land a heavy attack, which may or may not be so easy. And once you land the heavy attack, there's only a chance that he'll proc that regen. And if you watched my video, you'll see that several times he did not proc his regen. Now compare that to Blade. Blade does more damage than Ghost Rider. Now we're fighting Winter Soldier, so we're not even talking about the increased damage he gets fighting dimensional beings or with the synergies all Mystic Champions. This is just him with some suicides on, which are not the best for him, but they do, increase his damage quite nicely. But he does more damage than Ghost Rider, and his regen is far easier to activate. You're just blocking. That's it. You don't have to hit Winter Soldier to activate it. You don't have to depend on a proc or anything like that. So Blade is definitely an awesome champion and very simple to use. Now, after I made this video, I went ahead and fought Captain Marvel with Blade. Now, that fight was a little bit longer, but of course, Captain Marvel can be bled. And what I did was I went in with the same health that I left this fight with and wanted to see if I could regen all the way up to full. Well, I couldn't. She was pretty aggressive, and every time I tried to block, she would be hitting me, but I started to get a little groove and would start blocking and then dodging, blocking and then dodging, and was able to get my health up to a pretty good amount before I did the attack. So that did sort of lengthen the fight, but I liked it because I wasn't really in any danger unless I really messed up. So as you can see, the rank 5 with suicides, he took down Winter Soldier in 335 hits, and it took him 4 minutes and 28 seconds. That's a whole lot better than 20 minutes with Ghost Rider. Even if I played even better with Ghost Rider, I doubt I would be able to get him anywhere close to that amount. Now, I could be wrong, but I haven't seen any videos that would tell me that I'm wrong or show me that I'm wrong. Alright, so now we have the 2 fights, rank 4, with and without suicides. And of course you know that the bottom right hand corner, which is with suicides, is going to be faster than the one without. But I think it's still very useful to see the difference between a rank 4 with suicides and a rank 5 with suicides, mostly for those people who may have Blade or get him in the future and are wondering if it's worth ranking him up to 5. So what do I think about Blade? I love him. He is an awesome champion, and if you guys get an opportunity to go for him, I would say go for him. Now, right now, I'm using him in Alliance Quest. I have Blade, I have Spider-Man Stark Enhanced, and I have Wolverine. You may wonder why I don't have Ghost Rider for that, 3-part synergy. Basically, Wolverine is a beast, and he is the main reason that I don't use items in Alliance Quest. So Wolverine will be a part of my team for quite some time. So the only options I had would have been Blade and Spider-Man Stark Enhanced. Now, what I may do in the future, considering what I've been seeing as a trend in Alliance War, what I've been seeing are, opponents who are ditching diversity and basically just putting up Mystic champions. So what I may end up doing is swapping and putting in Ghost Rider and Spider-Man Stark Enhanced and Blade as my Alliance War team. And then I may go back to one of my older Alliance Quest teams, which would be Wolverine, Scarlet Witch, and Voodoo. But we'll see how that goes. Alright, so as I said before, the bottom right hand corner, no surprise, he finished with 449 hits and took 7 minutes and 42 seconds. Now, some of that was me. I wasn't as good with Blade as I have become. So by the time I made the rank 5 with Suicide's video, I had a lot more practice with Blade. So that can account for some of the time there, because it really shouldn't be quite that long, but a fairly good representation. And of course, the last one, which we already knew was going to be the longest, is the rank 4 without Suicides, which he still does a good job, and he still does better than Ghost Rider. Because I'm sorry, that was a long fight, and I do not like long fights. Dozed off a couple of times in the middle of it. But anyway, we're coming to the end of the fight. If you found this video informative, please consider clicking like. If you have not given me a sub already and you'd like to see more videos like this or some crystal openings, please consider giving me a sub. Leave a comment below. Let me know what kind of videos you'd like to see. If you want me to duel you, drop a comment below and I'll give you a duel. If you'd like to see me fight against a particular champion, let me know and I'll see if I can't make that happen. And you guys have a blessed day.